Hi everybody and welcome to Beyond the Textbook. We're going to be getting real about learning English, and today we are going to talk about a topic which is about what is the number one thing that students need to know before they start learning English. That's the topic, but to have a good discussion I do need a partner, and with me today I have Andy. Andy is the Director of Studies at Elite Language Centre. Welcome, Andy.
Hi, everyone.
And first of all, maybe, Andy, if you can tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, a bit of your history.
Sure. I was born in Hungary, Budapest, the capital city of Hungary. And I've been a teacher for 8 years. Been living mostly in Hungary and Malaysia.
And how long have you been at Elite?
3 years.
Okay.
3 years now.
3 years, but you've been in Malaysia 4 years, right?
4 years, yeah.
Right. What do you think of Malaysia?
I love it. I love the weather. I love the food. And it's great that I can travel.
Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, it's so central, Malaysia.
It is.
You can go everywhere and anywhere. Anyway, our topic today is what is the number one thing that students need to know before they start learning English. So you've had 8 years experience, you say, in teaching English. So what would you say is the number one thing?
I think it's a tricky question because I think they need to know what they sign up for. They need to know that some of the students just come to the class, they just start learning English, and they think it's like eating out. They go to a restaurant and they order the food, and that's it, and they pay at the end.
So you mean like the English is like the food on the menu?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So they ordered Present Perfect.
Yeah.
And here it is. Now we have to digest it.
Or they sign up for a course,
okay.
A summer course, and they just come in and they don't realize they have to work themselves. So it's more like coming in, going to a restaurant, and then you can go to the kitchen. There's a chef, and you have to cook yourself.
Okay. So it's kind of like what you're saying is that people who want to learn English, like perhaps let's talk about like adults, like people 18 years and above, they would need to know that this is a serious thing, and their role in it is... Can you tell me a bit more about their role in it?
Yeah, I think making a decision is easy. Downloading an application is easy. Even, I would say, paying for a course is easy. It doesn't take much apart from the money, of course.
Yeah.
But it's but actually coming in every day, working hard, doing the extra work. That's the hard part, and that's the thing that some of the students don't realize before signing up, before starting learning a new language.
Yeah. So most students, though, they have a goal, right? I mean, they're here for a reason. Is that right? I mean, most of them
here
have
in
a
Malaysia.
reason.
Here in Malaysia, yeah. But still, they don't know. They don't. Well, it takes time for them to accept the fact that this is
this is real.
This is real.
This is real.
Yeah.
It's happening now.
And they have to go to that kitchen and they have to start cooking.
Yeah, not just eating.
No, not just eating.
Yeah, they have to start cooking. Yeah.
What do you think?
I would say that that's definitely true. It's a serious thing. One thing I think, that I think happens to our students is that if the listeners don't know, in Malaysia, most of the English that we teach, most of the students that we teach English to are actually international students. They're not necessarily Malaysian. So they come to Malaysia to learn English and then often go to university here or go back to their country, whatever. So when they come, sometimes they have a little bit of English, and I think they have a little bit, either one extreme or the other. They either feel I know nothing, so they want to be in the bottom class, when actually they do know something. or they are a little bit too comfortable with kind of street English and think that they know it all, and think they should be in a higher level. But I think one of the things, certainly for us, and I think any language centre, is they have to realise that when they come, they need to start where they're at. They can't expect that they can jump higher because they can talk and speak some slang, or they watch a few American movies and they've got some of those phrases under their belt, you know. Because particularly with us, as you know, because you work here, we teach comprehensive English. Actually, it's not just about, you know, English to get you by on the holiday. We really teach people right from zero, if they need to be at that level, to take them right up to IELTS or TOEFL or wherever they want to go. So you really have to have a pretty in-depth knowledge if you get to that point. Yeah,
definitely, and I think it's also their learning backgrounds, so they don't. So they expect the teacher to be the. So how I see the role of the teacher is more like a learning manager. So managing the students, showing them the way to cook, right? Yeah. And but it takes time for students to accept that.
Yeah. So you're saying they come from backgrounds where maybe the role of the teacher has been different, or?
I guess it's a more conservative approach. And in high school and language centers, particularly our language centers, are totally different. I mean, we have whiteboards and we have teachers, and we have desks, but apart from. But it's not the same.
Yeah, you mean it's not here is not the same as like in their home country. You mean? Yeah. And often they are coming from places that they were taught by their own people, whether they were Arabs or Somalis or Chinese or Vietnamese, whatever. They were taught at primary school and secondary school by their own nationals. And so the delivery of the course may have been half in their own language and half in English. So, and also sometimes when they're at particularly primary school and secondary school, they're thinking about, why do I need to learn this? For those who already know they want to study at university, they know they're probably going to have to learn English. But if they are not that way inclined, they might have a reaction to it. They might think, what's the point? So that's another thing I think we have to do when they get to an institution like ours, where they're taking English seriously as a full-time course. They really have to know why they're learning it, really.
Exactly.
And if they know that, then that's usually the thing that keeps driving them, because they've got to get it. They've got to get the IELTS Band 6 or whatever it is to enter university, you know.
And in the meantime, they need to learn how to learn.
Yes, exactly. So I think what I'm getting from you is that they may come from countries where they have just been told things and they have to remember them. Is that what you're talking about?
They've been taught at.
Yeah.
And it's not something we do here.
Yeah. We like to get students to take charge of their own learning, even though, like you say, you're a learning manager is probably a really good example, actually, a way to describe these teachers. So, okay, it's interesting. So that was the main topic, which is, what is the number one thing that students need to know before they start learning English? So summarizing that, what would you say, like in one sentence? They need to learn that, they need to know that.
They need to know what they sign up for, which is a journey that can be fun if they know what they want and they know what they need. Yeah, I agree. And that's the thing. Once they know that, that's the thing that keeps them going, really. Yeah. Okay, I think we've got something here to think about. And if you're listening and you have your own
point of view, please let us know through the comments, or you can, I think you can even send in a voice message through this app as well. So thank you, Andy. Thank you for
everyone.
coming, and it's been great having you.
Thanks for having me.
And can't wait for the next topic.
I think I got used.